I'm Michael Gibson.
And we'll be offering Sex Magic in London in September 2019. And we are so excited. Michael, you've never been to London.
Never been to London. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so we'll be there teaching Sex Magic. And in case you don't know what that is, Sex Magic is the deliberate use of orgasm to fuel your intentions and desires. And that's what we're going to teach you.
Exciting.
Yeah. So it's for couples or people who, if you're not a couple, but people who would be able to work together very intimately. So if you have a really good friend that you wouldn't mind being intimate with for the experience, then you could come together with that friend. And it's a 2-day course. It's not residential. And what we teach is, first of all, we teach emotional release tools. We teach people how to shift the energy in their body at a moment's notice so that they can be clear when they set their intentions. Because sexual energy is the energy of creation, and if you want to create something, what you intend for, what you want to create in the world, you need to be clear about what you want to intend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then we teach the men separately from the women how to conduct the ritual. So you want to say anything about the training for the men, the part for the men?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The men are instructed on how to set up the temple, how to hold space, how to utilize touch. Some of the techniques are very simple and easy to learn.
In our rendition of Sex Magic, there are other traditions which have full-on intercourse when they're creating sex magic, and we're not saying that we don't. However, in this course, the woman's body becomes the altar at which the man prays. So it's like her body becomes the body of the divine, and he's taking their intentions and fueling them on her body so that when her orgasm comes and she releases through the top of her crown their intentions, the intentions that you would set, your intentions, and then she releases it through the top of her crown to join every orgasm that's ever been in the void. Yeah, so and we do that together, although you're always at choice. So if you wouldn't want to be together in a room doing that, you could go back to your home or your hotel and do it. But the offer is to do it together. Right. All the participants that come to the class, the offer is to do it together on the Saturday night of the course.
Right. Well, what I love about the intention piece is that you actually get to set it up for yourself. You can set it up for you as a couple. And then you can also set an intention for the world. So you have these 3 different, I wouldn't say levels, but you have these 3 different types of intention that you can create for each other. Personal, couple,
together,
and then world.
Right.
And we've seen some amazing things happen from setting that kind of an intention and really, really releasing that powerful creative energy.
Yeah. And the name of the course is Sex Magic and Intimate Rituals. So that's the first ritual that we do, the Sex Magic ritual that we do on Saturday night. And then when we come back together on Sunday, first of all, everybody is so excited to share about what happens on Saturday night. Like a lot of really new, amazing space gets created, and things happen that seem like miracles. And then on Sunday we do, I call this intimate ritual. So many of you know what a puja is, a tantric puja, where the women rotate around and they go to the stations of the men and they have an interaction with the men. In the intimate ritual, in the Sex Magic course, I assert that when a man is in a couple with a woman, she could go from any role and any archetype in her life in a moment's notice. Women can move through and flow through space like that, like responding to the man in all these different archetypes. And so we actually do a ritual that enables men to get some skill on how to deal with a woman when she changes up like that. So that too is a lot of fun. There's a lot of, it's very intense. It has tears in it very often. It may have laughter in it.
Yeah.
But she starts to play all the different roles that she is in his life because she is all those archetypes.
Right.
And then you give a lot of instruction to men on how to actually touch and how to hug
Mm-hmm.
and how to show a woman that you're present and that would make a difference in your lives together.
Yeah. I was just thought this as we were talking about this. But the other thing that we do is we come up with a kind of a mantra that we'll say during the experience.
During the sex magic ritual.
During the ritual. And I don't want to leave this piece out because it's so big. And what you can do is you want to find a mantra, something that you would say to really fuel the rest of the intention and weaving your intention into it. So there's some creativity behind that. I think our first time we ever did it together, the mantra that I used was that you are the goddess whose tears wipe away the blood-stained battlefields of war, and that your tears wash away racism and hatred, and that your tears cleanse the hearts of people that have been traumatized. So it was beautiful, and there were a lot of tears that night.
I cried and cried. I felt so gotten. I felt so understood. And then when I was crying, the other people in the room heard me. They heard what you were saying to me, and they also heard me crying, and they were moved and touched by that also. So it's quite a group experience, and so we can't wait to be there. We want to thank you, Sanjay and Jenny, for hosting us and promoting this, and we're going to be there with bells. We can't wait to be in London, right?
Very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Thank you.